Well, my goodness. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And we're back for just a little brief video. Wanted to pop on here and kind of catch everybody up with what's been going on with us. Jim and I both have been working full time and just busy, and really hadn't been doing too much homesteading, gardening. Of course, it's been winter. We braved the snowpocalypse of East Tennessee. We ended up with about 10 inches of snow, which was pretty, but it was also very cold. And so I'm glad that's gone. It's a rainy day today, as you can probably see or hear. But I wanted to bring y'all along and kind of talk about my gardening plans for this year, 2026. So as you all know, I went back to work full time last January. So it's been over a full year since I've been back to work, and it's been awesome. My company is great, and I absolutely love what I'm doing. So this year I'm focusing, the garden's going to not get, because it got out of hand a little bit last year. So this year it's not going to be as big as it was last year, but I'm doing something I think is going to be really fun this year. I have been following this wonderful lady over in East Virginia. She does cut flowers. Her name is Lisa Mason Zeigler, and if you can look her up, her site is the Gardener's Workshop. And so her book is just wonderful, and she focuses mostly on what she calls cool flowers, which is kind of your snapdragons and bells of Ireland, and kind of all plants that were kind of always hard for me to grow because obviously I didn't know how to grow them. But so she's got some wonderful resources, and she does live videos all the time and kind of goes over. She has some classes that you can take from her, and she also has lots of free resources on her website. So anyway, I thought it was going to be so exciting to just have the high tunnel blooming with just beautiful flowers this year, and of course some veggies mixed in there too. So so I thought I would show you all what I'm doing today. I'm going to start my seeds that I'm going to be transplanting out there for the warmer months. But one of the things that Lisa does is she uses this big calendar, and of course she's got her big calendar that you could buy for sale, but I bought this big giant calendar to kind of model after what she's doing, and you kind of write in there what you're doing, and then it kind of helps you keep track, which will help me keep track when I get so busy at work. So I will most likely have this thing somehow hanging right in here so that I see it every time I come in here. So today is February 15th. Happy Valentine's Day yesterday, everybody, if you all celebrated that. But today I've got my seed starts. I'm going to be starting basil, cosmos, sunflowers, and zinnias. That's what I'm going to be starting today. And she also uses the small block seed starting. So it's my first time using one of these. So I'm excited to kind of see how this does, because I'll also be using this with my tomatoes and peppers and kind of all that, but that's a few weeks away. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, and sorry that we haven't been on here. It's just we just didn't feel like we wanted to do the video for the sake of a video if we didn't really have anything substantial to offer. But so hopefully I'm not gonna promise a video every week, but I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated on how my tippy toe into cut flower gardening is going. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that maybe you guys will get out there and grow some beautiful flowers too. So come on, let's get these seeds started. Okay, we're going to start with, I actually bought Lisa's seed starting mix. I just wanted to start off right and hopefully give myself the best opportunity for success. So I bought her seed starting mix, so I'm going to just dump it in my little this little tub here, and then I'm going to get it saturated, and then we'll get the blocks made, and I'll show you all how we're doing that. Let me get some scissors real quick. All right, y'all, we had some bottled water that I bought for the snowpocalypse. So I just said, instead of getting Jim to come up here and turn the water on, I'll just use this. It's good spring water, so hopefully that will be good. Maybe even add some little bit of nutrients in there. So, because you never know if we're going to get another cold snap. So we'll keep the water off because there's no insulation under the kitchen here. And so I don't want the pipes to bust. So I will just let that water stay off, and this should be plenty. So according to Lisa's instructions, you want to get this good and moist so that the soil blocks will hold together, because the soil blocks themselves become the planting blocks. So they're not in any of the little plastic things like this. They kind of just sit by themselves, which makes for easier transplanting, and it allows the plants to do what is called air pruning, so that they don't get root bound. So I don't know. Let me know if any of y'all use these soil blocker, because I have seen them before. I just wasn't that familiar with them, or really even understood what the benefits of the soil blockers were. But the way that she explains it makes it make sense to me. So I'm excited to try that. So anyway, so this looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. All right, be right back. All right. So she also uses just these little styrofoam plates. Like that's what she puts the blocks in. So I've got some. This block will make 20. This tool will make 20 blocks, so for 20 plants. So it'll hold, one of that or two of these. So I'm going to just start with this little one. So I also got this cute little, you pour your seeds in there, and then she uses toothpicks to kind of put saliva on them, and then that's easier to pick up the tiny seeds. So all right. So what you do here to make a little kit here, and it also, you see the little divots in there? So that makes the divots to put the seeds in. So you kind of just, let me see if y'all can, make sure y'all can see this. And y'all all may already know about this, and I may not be telling you anything new. So bear with me. All right. So you kind of just, they're kind of like maybe that deep. So you just kind of scooch it around and then press it down like that. And then lift it up. And then, see, I'm not that good at it yet because I missed one. So, and then kind of scrape off that. So I'm going to go again. Make sure I get all of the cells full of the compost. Maybe that got it. And then scrape off any excess. And y'all hold your breath and cross your fingers with me to see if I can get this to come out. Can y'all see me right there? Make sure. There we go. And then you just, it's like a little plunger. You just plunge it down, and just kind of give it a little scoopy scoop. Look at there. Look at that. What? They kind of all scooch them around. So right there, I'm about to plant 5, 10, 15, 20 seeds right there. So let's see what, I'm going to label this little tray first so I'll know what it is. And so then how you water it, you just kind of bottom water in here. So well, that was kind of neat for my first one. I'm excited about that, y'all. All right, so let's see what we're going to put in there. All right, so these are my warm season plants that I'm starting. So I will show y'all what is going. So some of this stuff, like this is just some borage. It's going to direct sow out into my herb garden. This is something called salsify. I don't know. I got it. It's like this Tudor English garden set, and it is a cousin to the Jack Go to Bed at Noon, famous for its purple star-shaped blooms. Claimed that boiled the roots were more delicious than carrots. So it is a root crop. So I will direct sow. So the directions are to direct sow the seeds 2 weeks before the last frost date, when the soil temperature is 40 degrees. So I could probably go ahead and put that in the high tunnel. So I'm going to leave that one out because I can direct sow like carrots for that. And then from Lisa's Gardener's Workshop, I ordered, I've got Apricota Cosmos, Sensation Mix Cosmos, Sunfield Purple Sunflower, some Benary's Giant Mix Zinnias, and some Queenie Lime Mix Zinnias, which are just absolutely beautiful. So, and then of course I've got, not starting these yet, but I will be doing sweet peppers from seeds that I saved last year, pimento peppers, bell peppers. And this is a neighbor down the street gave us some of his pepper plants, and they grow those big giant bell peppers like stuffing peppers, so I call they're moss peppers, that's what I call them. And then also a neighbor gave us some Rucker heirloom tomatoes that he grew, and so I'm going to be doing that this year from seeds that I saved. So these are all seeds that I have saved here on the homestead. So but these are not going today. So today I am doing the cosmos, the zinnias, and the sunflowers. So let's get a little read on the how to plant. I'm going to start with let's start with a zinnia, because how to plant. So this is a warm season, tender annual that prefers full sun. Plant outdoors after danger of frost has passed. Start seeds indoors 2 to 3 weeks before planting day, or cast seeds directly in the garden. Cover the seeds with soil. Allow 2 to 7 days to germinate. So I am going to be, so I think, how many, there's 50 seeds in here. So I guess I'll go ahead and do 20 of each one. So let me get this started for the giant zinnia. So hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to get out Lisa's book just to make sure that I am following her directions in how to sow these zinnia seeds. So as you can see, this book is awesome because I can go right to page 224 where it has the information on the zinnias. And then it will tell us how to sow them. And so they prefer to be started from seeds indoors. Start seeds 2 to 3 weeks. Prefer to start 3 to the 3/4 inch block, which is what I got. And then they need darkness to sprout. So let's see if she gives me any helpful tips on how to sow the seeds. Let's see. It may seem like they're too big, but here's a seed starting secret. Don't start the seeds too early and leave them to outgrow their space quickly. Zinnias grow to the desired 3 to 5 inch transplant size in just 2 to 3 weeks. So plant accordingly. To plant the seed, poke the pointed end into the block, leaving the tail of the seed to protrude from the top of the block if necessary. All right. So let's open these seeds. I want to get my little handy dandy cedar holder. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, look at those. So you see, they do have kind of a little tail on them. If y'all could see that, you might not could see that. Oops, I just threw one in there. All right. So, according to her directions, I'm going to put the point. You know what? The guys, if y'all can see that, they almost look like a little arrowhead. So this is going to be the tail down here. So we're going to poke these seeds down into the soil. If I can get them in there. There we go, with the tail end pointed up. Is that what she said? Leaving the tail of the seed to protrude from the top. So there we go. All right. I need some tweezers, y'all. That's kind of a... Alright, so don't worry. I'm going to fast forward y'all through this so you don't have to sit here and watch me painstakingly poke every one of these seeds down in these little blocks. I'm trying to get them right in the center so that they grow up nice and even. It's hard to see I'm so excited for this. Yeah, so yeah, a lot's been going on work-wise, so I've been really settling into my role as a loss control consultant, which is what I do for a profession. I'm pretty sure I shared that with y'all. And so I've been traveling all over, which is fun, exhausting, but fun. Tomorrow I'm headed up to northwestern Virginia, and I will be there for a couple of days. Doing some on-site visits, which is it's kind of fun. You know, I have a unique perspective on, or unique opportunity to be able to do that because, like, unlike most of, well, not most, but a lot of my coworkers, I don't have small children to have to worry about, you know, making sure that they're get to school or taken care of or whatever. So I can just pick up and go, which is, you know, been a lot of fun. And Jim doesn't mind that because I've traveled for work ever since we've met. So that's just what I do, and he's used to it. And, you know, honestly, if any of you all have been married for any length of time, you know that sometimes it's nice to get a little break. And that's not saying anything bad about him or me, but it's sometimes nice to just get out and let somebody rest for a little bit. So, I think I just put that one upside down, but we'll see how that works out. So I have high hopes that all 20 of these will germinate, but yes, you never know sometimes. So, all right, you know, and this soil blocker so far is great because I feel like I'm forced to take my time and slow down and put one seed in each of the blocks, so I'm not wasting or double seeding a bunch of seeds. So there we go. Soil blocker number 1 done. Zinnias, the Benary's Giant Mix. So we will see what those look like in a couple of weeks. All right. So I'm going to put the rest of my seeds back in my pack, and hopefully they'll be great, and put them on for next year. All right. So after that, so let's see, then I'm going to be moving them all. They're going to go on this heat map over here. All right. Number 1 is down. All right. So I'm going to just kind of get through the rest of these, and you all don't need to watch that. So I'll come back and check in with you as soon as we're finished, and we'll see what we got, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, y'all, I'm pivoting because these are sunflower seeds, and I think, look at that. Look how cute that is. It just pushed one right out. Anyway, I think that sunflowers seeds need a bigger block than these little ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. I'm going to do like 1, 2, 3. I'm only going to do 4 because I think the sunflowers are going to be a lot bigger. So I'm going to try to plant them in the middle of these blocks. So maybe I'll do, I think I'll do 5. So, and then they need dark to germinate. So I'm covering them up. So yeah, I'm going to have to pivot on that. So there's mistake number 1. We'll revisit that. We'll see how this does whenever. And I think I'm going to try to divide this so that they are out of that a little bit. All right, so then we'll put one in there. Yeah, so I think the sunflowers, I should have read ahead a little bit, y'all. So don't do what I do, because I will end up probably having to up pot these for sure. And then I'm gonna put middle right here, and see. I'm gonna insert pictures of all these flowers just so y'all can see how beautiful they will be and why I was so excited. All right, so now let me remember I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 6 sunflowers, so we'll remember that. I'm gonna put a little 6 right here, so I will remember that. All right, cool. Now the zinnias, back to the zinnias. They'll be the same as the other zinnias. Okay, back to the fast forward, guys. Say hi to the folks. Hang on, I'm videoing. Say hi. Look at there, y'all. Look who popped in for a cameo on this video.
Let's go.
You know, I had to go in the house and get some water because the water's off.
Oh, you need me to turn it back on?
No, so I said I went and just got.
Well, I'll turn it on.
No, I just got a gallon and a half of that spring water we bought for the snowpocalypse. No one knows it because we might get another cold snap, and I don't want to risk the pipes busting. So. No, I'm just kind of reading about each one to make sure that I get it done. But look at this. Was the first one I did. Look how cool that is. These are the giant mixed zinnias.
They'll grow just like that, huh?
Just like that, yeah. It's just what I said. They need light to germinate.
Interesting.
Again, like I had trouble growing because I never knew. So they stay on the heat map until about half of the block germinates.
Yeah. And
then they come off of the heat map into the grow light.
Huh.
So, how about that?
Awesome.
Yeah, so no, I don't need anything, but thank you for asking.
You're welcome. And I gotta get back to work.
All right.
Bye, babe.
See ya.
Bye.
Be careful.
Bye, everybody.
Well, it was fun to get a pop-in visit from Jim. He is headed down to the Dollar General, I suspect, to get some smoke. Oh, y'all, look, he got a new truck. I'll show that. I'll show it to you when he comes back. We just washed it yesterday. All right. Back to the seed starting. We're on to our Cosmos Sensation mix. So they plant just like the zinnias did, with the tips down, with the tail up. So I just spent about 3 minutes talking about these Cosmos seeds, and y'all weren't even with me. So I am, let's sit down for a minute. So these seeds are black and it's hard to see them, so I'm going to take my time and try to not talk as much so I don't get distracted and forget where I am. The flowers that I am starting. So they're all gonna go on the, I think that's working. So I don't think the heat pad is hot, but or the heat map. So I'll show you what we got here. So we've got our giant mix zinnias. We got our Queenie lime mix zinnias. We got our purple sunflowers, and we've got our apricota cosmos and our our sensation mix cosmos. So that is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 plants seeds in just a little bit of time. So that's how quick. Well, not 100, because there's not 20 of these, there's 6 of those. So yeah, so 20, 40, 60, 86 plants done. So hopefully they'll all germinate. So we'll bring you back and let you know how that goes. All right, so I have got this burlap cover over it. Just kind of blocks out some of the light because they don't need light to germinate right now. And I think it also will hold in some of the heat. So I'll double check that and let y'all know for sure. But anyway, I wanted to give y'all a glimpse at Jim's new truck. Look how pretty that thing is. He got that thing was about, I think, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So he still has his white truck over there, but he's going to be getting rid of that because it's got almost 300,000 miles on it, so it's not going to last very much longer. So anyway, so here's a little soggy mess. So chickens are all still doing good. We've got 2. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, and sorry it's been so long since I've been on here and chatted with you guys. But I hope that you'll follow us along and see how this cut flower journey goes for us. I think it's going to be fun and beautiful, I hope. So, and if you get an opportunity, go check out Miss Lisa's, I think she has a website, but she's also on YouTube. She's also on Instagram, and she's been a cut flower gardener for more than 30 years and certainly knows what she's talking about in this space of the game. So, and her videos are just fun. She's fun, and her lives are really fun too. So, give her a try and see what you think, and hopefully everybody will grow flowers. And hey, let's share with each other the flowers that we're growing and what's going on in our garden. So we'll be checking into the comments, and hope you all have a great week and look forward to the spring, and we'll see you next time. And as always, if you like our content, we hope that you'll subscribe to the channel and follow us along on our journey. As you see, it's crazy and up and down and never know what's going to happen. So we'll see you next time.